In this training session, I'm going to explain how you can import your pre-book data into SupplyLogic. First thing you'll need to do is go to altria.cdrsoftware.com, and you'll need to sign up with Altria and then sign up with CDR. Once you do that, you'll go to the sign up page and create a login account and log in. After logging in, you'll notice there's some information about how to do some things on the site. If you scroll down, you'll notice the import section is where you want to go to review the documentation on how to import to SupplyLogic as well as back, and also the training video will be here as well. Before you can import your data, you'll first need to download it from this site. You'll click on the distributors link, and then you'll verify that your updated date is the current date. If it is not, go ahead and hit the update button and then hit the browser refresh button until the date shown is the current date. Once that is the case, you can click on your pre-books button. A list of current pre-books will be displayed. There will be two sections, one with the final date and one with an expected date. The expected date pre-books will change, so you definitely do not want to import them. The final ones are final and can be imported if you haven't already done so. In order to do that, you'll click the Details button to see the details of the pre-book. After clicking the Details button, you'll see the retail ship list, which is also a pre-book. You'll see the information such as the start retail delivery date and the end retail delivery date. Anyway, you can review that information, but what you really want to do is be able to download it. So click the Download to CSV button. And notice that it got basically downloaded to your Downloads folder. Now, the next thing you want to do is you'll actually click the back button if you wanted to go back and download more, but since this was the only one, we're going to go ahead and log out. When we log out, we'll go ahead and open up SupplyLogic.net, which is an application that is installed on the SupplyLogic server. Once you double-click it, you'll actually see it open up. You'll want to go to the pre-book section by going to Sales and Pre-book Orders. From there, you'll go to the side menu, select Tools, Reports and Tools, and you'll see the Pre-book Orders screen. Click on the Pre-book Order screen to open up a utility that's going to help you get your downloaded files into SupplyLogic. Okay. First off, you'll click the Browse button to point to your Downloads folder if it's not already there. You'll see all the CSV files that start with an O in that list below the button. In order to easily move it to the place that it needs to be in order for it to be able to be imported, you'll click the Move Files to Import folder button. You'll notice it got moved from the Downloads folder to the SL Import Pre-books folder. Once there, you can click on it in SLNet and click OK to import it into SupplyLogic. Click OK at the message and click OK again. And notice there's no more files to import. So what you can do is go ahead and exit the screen and then go to the Current section. You can either click Current in the side menu or you can click Current over here. First off, what displays is the fulfilled pre-book orders. We currently don't have any fulfilled. Fulfilled means it's a pre-book order that's been attached to a SupplyLogic order. Anything we import in is going to show up under unfulfilled. So the unfulfilled orders, you can see are displayed here. And if you click on an order in the grid, the pre-book order, you can see the items that are associated with that pre-book order. So you can see here we have about 12 of them that imported in. When we're ready, we would just click on the pre-book order and click the Create Order button. Before we do this, we want to make sure that there is a customer assigned and also an item assigned. Item is important. that both those things, otherwise it will fail. So click the create order, click OK, OK, and do this for the next few. We'll go ahead and do this for the next few. Create order. Create order. Notice this has two items associated with that create order. Okay, so that's probably enough. I mean, obviously we'd want to do all of them, but notice that what we did was, once we created the orders, we associated the pre-book with the sales orders. Now when we go to fulfilled, we'll see those showing up in the list. If we go back to unfulfilled, we'll notice the ones that we have remaining to do that aren't associated with the sales order. We also have a couple links here that says problems with the ship date. If the ship date, delivery date on the order is out of the range between the begin and end date, it's going to show up in this list right here. Also, any pre-books that have missing customer information should show up in their own list right here. So once these orders are in, you can actually view them in SupplyLogic. So you have to import them through SLNet, but you can view them in SupplyLogic. In order to do that, we'll open up SupplyLogic. We'll select Order Processing, Ordering, and you see here that we had the 4 orders that we imported in. We double click on it. We should be able to see the lines on those orders. Notice they all come over with a source of web and a draft status, and also the delivery date is the ship date stop, and the order date is the ship date. So that's just kind of some information on how they import over into SupplyLogic. So that's the basics. We're still actively developing this, and so if you have any suggestions or questions, don't hesitate to email us at lisa@cdrsoftware.com or support@cdrsoftware.com. Thanks.